How are you guys? And here we have the twin-headed dragon from Imperial, all the way from 1983. Classic kind of English type of dragon that you'd see a knight battle with. It reminds me of just the way the look with the scales and the spines. Really solid figure. And it's actually in really good condition despite being nearly 40 years old. So let's have a closer look. Look, it's solid as. So what do we get here? We've got two different expressions. So his mouth is kind of, I don't know if it's warped or it was molded like that. It's kind of smiling at the same time. Pretty funky. And it's got a horn. Tongue's painted. Just a bit of colours for the eye. And the spines, which run all along its back, which I like. It blends in, as you can see. And then the other head, there's no horn on the top there, but you've got these horns here on the side. Slightly different mouth. Slightly smaller head. And what's cool is the spines down its necks, it's different. It's a different shape. And that only goes just to the bottom of the neck and then kind of it stops there, and as the other one just kind of blends through. It's like it was like a mutation when this fella was created, like a mutation. It grew a second head. But anyway, so you got the feet, you got the scales. So a bit of texture there for the scales and just the tail, and then you got some texture in there, nothing special. Imperial. So what I'm aware is Imperial had made similar in this kind of line. There was maybe 4 or 5 styles of dragons. Yeah, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I've seen photos where there's ones that came out around the same time, but just different looks. They're not easy to come by. Not easy to come by. I've only seen this guy a few times on eBay, and most of the times they were really beaten up. So when I saw this pop up and it was relatively a really good price, I picked it up. Not much, nothing fancy. Quite, what do you got there? Just mainly blues with black shadowing and just the white and the red details. But a great vintage dragon. Solid. It's got that really old school Knights and Dragons type of feel to it. So yeah, this head kind of looks a little bit funky with the lips, but I do really enjoy this one. I think it's a great vintage figures. Goes really well with the other vintage dinosaurs and monsters that were made around that era, from the 70s to the 90s. So, this was just a quick look at this guy. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you have this in your collection or you had it as a kid, and if you saw these in the wild at the shops where they were sold. So I'm from Australia. I don't remember seeing this as a kid. So yeah, even if you're from Australia or wherever you live in the world, let me know if you had this guy. Thanks for watching.